Yeah, so back in the book of Matthew, talking about before they came together, represents families and friends, before they came to attend for the marriage or ceremony, announcement of Mary and Joseph. She was already found with a child, they already had sex, and she was already pregnant with Yahushua, who we call Jesus Christ. That's what it's talking about. So let's go and prove the customs of how things went down. Oh yeah, before that, to prove that even more of the term before they came together, because a lot of people like to say, oh, that's talking about when they had sex or before they had sex, to justify, oh see, before they had sex she was already pregnant with the Holy Ghost. I already explained what the Holy Ghost represents the word and prophecy. This is talking about before they came together, talking about the people, the ceremony, the wedding, before they gathered together. Now, I did a bit of research, and it says in these scriptures, it says came together a lot of times, and some of them I got listed are Matthew 26, and I believe it's verse 72, and Mark 6 and 33, Acts 20 and 7. Let's try that. I don't want to give wrong information. 6. Yeah. No, that's not the one. Select. Should have it. Look, came together. Mark 6:33, and the people saw them departing, and many knew him, and ran afoot thither out of all the cities, and outwent them, and came together unto him. That's not talking about the act of sex. Talk about people gathering together. One more. Acts chapter 20. We read from verse 7. And upon the first day of a week, when the disciples came together to break bread, Paul preached unto them, ready to depart on the morrow, and continued his speech until midnight. Came together. It's not talking about sex, talking about a gathering of people. Yeah, so get that in your head when you read the book of Matthew. So let's go into the customs. Yeah, this is when Jacob wanted Laban's daughter. Man, look what happened. Verse 20. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel. He wanted to be with Rachel now, you know. And they seemed unto him but a few days, but for the love he had to her, he loved Rachel, he wanted to be with her. 21. And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her, meaning to have sex. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. Now he said, give me my wife. Why? Because it was already promised to him. So technically he can say, that's my wife. Because it was promised, it was an agreement. In these terms you get what? Engaged or fiancé and stuff like that. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. Gathered together all the men. See? Came together, gathered together. This is what happens in a ceremony or a wedding. There's a gathering, people come together and eat. It came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. Now that was the other daughter, but he wanted Rachel, remember. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah his maid for a handmaid. So he also had concubines as well. Yeah, so just showing you there that there was a feast took place and people came together to eat and witness the ceremony or the announcement of the wedding. Now look at this, tokens of virginity. Deuteronomy 22. This is a custom as well. It's the custom of sex. Customs of the wedding ceremony. Deuteronomy 22 will start from verse 13. If any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her, and give occasion of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, when I came to her, I found her not a maid. So meaning what? When you slept with the woman and you found out she was not a virgin in the context of, or definition of, she was not a virgin in the context and definition of she already had sex with someone else previously. A pussy or vagina is used basically. She a hoe. Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity. So the father or mother will bring the tokens or proof of her virginity, in other words, unto the elders of the city and the gate. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hated her. And lo, he hath given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, and yet we are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. Proof that this is her first act of sex or sexual intercourse. And they shall spread the cloth, see the cloth, clear cloth, white cloth, before the elders of the city. And the elders of the city shall take that man and chastise him. You see? So these were customs that we followed. When the man and woman had sex, there was proof. The blood was spilled on the sheet, and the father will collect it and keep it to prove that his daughter was a virgin in terms or definition of she never had sexual intercourse until she met that man. You see? Well, guess what? In the context we're dealing on, how shy his parents, Joseph and Mary, which had sex, yes. To understand what was going on,